Should I use email to increase sales this holiday season? Dude, email is dead. People don't read that stuff anymore. Complete waste of... You have to be kidding me. Email can be one of your most profitable revenue channels when used the right way. Here are 5 easy steps for profitable email marketing during the holidays and beyond. First is growing your email list. Email subscribers tend to spend 138% more than non-subscribers, but if your email list is too small, then you won't be maximizing that revenue. So be sure to utilize these best practices. Having a sign-up form in the header and footer of your website, using inline forms on your most popular pages, and harnessing the power of pop-ups can be extremely effective ways to grow your email list. Just be sure you're not giving too big of a discount so your list is filled with high-quality customers. Also, pick the low-hanging fruit by leveraging your checkout flow with an easy opt-in opportunity. Quick question, can this connect with my paid social strategy? Definitely. Adding Facebook lead ads to your social mix can be a great way to promote list growth as well, especially when paired with a last-minute push and a great welcome email series. Psst, isn't this really stupid? Text me, text me. Since 82% of consumers engage with marketing content primarily on their phones, SMS texting is a no-brainer. Many companies have been slow to adopt this due to a lack of clarity and lots of confusion, meaning there's a lot of opportunity for you this year. A lot of email service providers offer this within their software now, and you've got vendors like Attentive and Postscript with incredible capabilities to power text campaigns. Build a list of mobile numbers to target with these holiday deals, and you'll have a huge leg up on your competition this year. I did some of this last year, but I'd really need to take it to the next level. You're actually one step ahead of me. Analyze last year's performance and use that data to set new targets for this year. I like that. Look at your open rates to see which subject lines work best and your click rates to see which creative elements, email designs, and call to actions got the most traffic. This one step can increase your email revenue immensely. Is he done yet? No, but it's really good actually. Man, get to the point. Tell him how bad the open rates are. You're gonna love this. Okay, fine. For step 4, here are 5 fast favorites. Increase open rates with subject lines. Consumers are gonna get bombarded with promotions this holiday season, so you have to really bring the heat on your subject lines. It's not enough to have good ones anymore. There's a lot of great info on how to do this, but just remember these 3 rules. 1, drive urgency. 2, communicate the depth of the deal within the subject line. And 3, generate excitement for higher purchase intent. Realize revenue with early Black Friday deals. The holiday promotional season is forever starting earlier. True. Even I can agree with that. But this year, with fulfillment delays and supply chain slowdowns, every retailer should be focused on starting even earlier. Holiday shopping won't just be centered around Black Friday and Cyber Monday. It'll be a full quarter activity. Leverage the power of smaller holidays like Singles Day, or just make up your own. Try a VIP early access deal for all of your subscribers. If you launch deals early like I'm suggesting, then you'll need to build momentum during Black Friday weekend. Consumers will naturally feel like your deal is a day of only. That's why a last minute sale extended will feel like they're getting away with something. This is a lot. What about app fatigue? Won't people get tired of this eventually? Yeah, that's a good point. And that's why you have to differentiate Cyber Monday with a sense of urgency. No matter how awesome your promotions are, they can become too familiar. That's why it's important to keep your creative and your deals fresh. So be sure to change your offer during Black Friday and Cyber Monday. 160 million emails were sent last Black Friday. So if your email does not get to the point, it'll most likely end up in the trash. Give your offer the glance test, meaning someone should be able to look at it and instantly be compelled to click and start shopping on the website. But how do I know which offers work best? Ha, gotcha. I actually have a video on that too, linked here and in the description below. Okay, look, all of this is really nice, but it's a flash in the pan. Email isn't a sustainable way to grow your business. That's where the final step comes in. Retain holiday shoppers with post-purchase flows. Usually acquiring new customers during the holiday season is great, but retaining them isn't so much because they're usually just looking for a great deal. So review your post-purchase emails and texts and ask yourself if you're thanking them for shopping, sending shipping updates automatically, providing care instructions and how-to videos, lowering the likelihood of returns and ease of exchanges, gathering feedback and marketing assets via reviews or user-generated content, and enticing them to come back with a timely and personalized bounce-back offer. If any of these answers are no, then it might be time for you to make some changes. Well, I was skeptical at first, but I have no reason to not use email this holiday season. I'm glad to hear it. And how about you? I guess it wasn't so bad. A friend of mine wanted to know where I could get more info on this. You know, for a friend, of course. Okay. you can see, your friend can see the full article on email marketing during Black Friday and Cyber Monday with a link in the description below. And until next time, keep growing your business, and we'll be here to help you make it happen.